Alright, guys, time for some controversial news. You all know Canadian work permits are very tough to get. You need an LMIA. But this news today talks about getting work permits without an LMIA, without a job offer, and then talking about a pathway to PR. Well, it's controversial, depends upon a lot of perspectives, some people who are non immigration based, some policymakers. Guys, please be tuned and watch this video till the end because there's a lot of updates for you. My name is Sahil and see you on the other side. Guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the bell icon and the subscribe button because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of coming to Canada, then this is the channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So, guys, what we are discussing today is about job offers for aspirants who want to come to Canada. Now, guys, just talking about work permits, a closed work permit is something that you can apply for if you have a valid job offer. Now, valid job offer means either the job offer has to be supported by an LMIA or has to be given by an organization for a position that is LMIA exempt. In both these situations, there's a lot of employer support that goes into making that happen. Now, guys, this just a disclaimer, the news that we're talking about is about a council that is non-immigration based. Okay, it's not an immigration agency, but it's an independent council. That's the Council of Canadian Innovators that has given certain recommendations to the policymakers of immigration department. Okay, so don't think by any way that the immigration has said this, so that you don't really think that okay, some new program is coming through, something new is coming. It's just a recommendation of what the policymakers and the people at the back end are thinking, and then they make certain recommendations to the government. Then the policymakers do take these recommendations and try to make policy framework and probably launch new programs around it. What the aftermath is going to be, that is still yet to be seen, but let's see what are the recommendations. Now, the Council of Canadian Innovators very recently recommended or sent a 13 pointer recommendation to the policymakers for something known as a high potential tech visa. Now, what they're trying to focus here is on highly skilled positions like, say, software developers and maybe data scientists. Those are tech oriented jobs. And what they're saying is that the in demand professionals should be brought into Canada without a job offer and they should be given a pathway to PR. Now, how that is going to happen is still yet to be seen, but what the recommendation says is that the labor shortage is very high in the IT sector. People are trying to recruit overseas, but always these valid job offers, LMIAs or maybe exemptions, the global talent stream, the GTS category and everything is sort of not enough to cater the labor shortage. Okay, so they devised a 13 pointer recommendation engine and they've sent it to the policymakers, where they have loosely connected with the UK, the recommendation, the program that's already going on for hiring these highly skilled workers. They aim to provide or rather work on a 48-hour processing visa. Okay, which is quite aspirational, but let's see how that pans out, where the council says that highly skilled people, the professionals, must be brought into Canada without job offers, because right now, if you look at all the PNPs, all the work permits or anything, all of them are highly based on job offer. Okay, otherwise the express entry based PNPs are still, they're more like luck based, or rather you don't have any control over them. So they want to bypass all of that for certain professions, let's say software developers and highly IT related professions, which they know that will be of huge demand and requires a lot of diligency, where they cannot wait on the world to get their LMIAs, maybe exemptions, or maybe wait for a job offer, follow a tech pilot program or whatsoever. So this program has been, or this recommendation has been sent to the policymakers. We are yet to see what's going to be a throwback from the policymakers, but still, what this news shares or what this piece tells us is that the policymakers, or rather the councils at the back end, are trying to make it easy for people to come to Canada, because Canada is seriously facing labor shortage, right? And when there is labor shortage, there's a lot of work. The immigration laws, the policies makes it difficult for the people to come through. If I remember correctly, a lot of people talk to me daily and they say that, okay, Sahil, we want to find a job offer, but every time we apply to a particular company, we get a response saying that you don't have a work permit or you don't have the authorization to work, and we are not even able to make it through the door. So this process will make it more than just putting your foot through the door, right? So let's see how the response is, what the government has in response to this particular recommendation. We might get to know, we might not, but at least we know that the push is coming from around the Canadian soil that make it easy for people to come to Canada. We haven't seen any FSW draws so far. We haven't seen any CC draws so far. Let's see how it pans out. How does 2022 shapes out for everybody? Guys, I hope the news was helpful, gave you much insights into what's happening real time in the Canadian immigration world. If you have anything to discuss with me, feel free to schedule a session. I would be more than happy to connect with you. Once again, I wish you all the best, and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.